Disaster management. Natural disasters such as famine, lightning strikes, cloudbursts, storms, etc. occur due to the changes in the weather. There is the possibility of loss of life and damage to property in such natural calamities. Famine. The condition that arises due to long-term and severe scarcity of food grains and water is called famine. Famines can be very severe. Although the main cause of famine is natural phenomena, yet the famine condition is created by some human activities besides some natural events. Causes of famine. Drought, heavy rains and flood, crops getting washed away or damaged in the flood, environmental changes such as temperature change, storms, cold waves or fog, damage of crops by animals like mice and rats, attack of pests, locusts or disease of crops, a natural calamity like earthquake, etc. are some of the causes of famine. Of these, drought is the main cause. Man-made cause of famine include war, internal unrest, absence of transport routes, uncontrolled population growth, etc. There are records of loss of life caused by severe famines in various parts of the world. Asia has turned out to be the world. A majority of the famine affected continent of the world. A majority of the famines occurred in drought-prone and flood-affected regions. Among the most dreadful famines that have occurred in the world are the famines that affected India and China. Are we responsible for famine? Water shortage is increasing as a balance between rainfall and population is disturbed. Though there has of food grains as a result of the Green Revolution, the balance of the environment has been lost due to use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides and weedicides. Unlimited lifting of water, erosion of land, misuse of water. What can we do to ease the severity of the famine? Planned usage of water and reuse of water. Proper planning of water conservation and harvesting at a local level. Large-scale plantation of trees and prevention of deforestation. Making appropriate changes in plans, taking into account the weather forecast. Sometimes the ether coming down from rain clouds does not reach the land in the form of rain. Instead, due to very high temperature near the land, the vapor rises and goes back into the same clouds. As a result, the amount of vapor in those clouds becomes very high. Due to rapid condensation, it rains suddenly over the specific and small region at the rate of 100 mm per hour more. This is known as cloudburst. Protective measures in view of floods. Construction of small dams in mountainous regions. Construction of percolation tanks. Making riverbeds flat. Cultivation of new forest. Connecting rivers. Government of India established a National Flood Commission in 1976. The commission has made special efforts towards the control of floods. A plan regarding flood control is kept ready from national level to village level. Large-scale damage of property and loss of life can be avoided because of this plan. What precautions will you take during thunderstorms? Do not stand on open ground or below a tree. Do not go to a high location or climb a tree. Do not stand near an electric pole, a telephone pole, a tower, etc. Do not lean on wired fences around a farm, a compound, a garden or a house. If you are on a two-wheeler, a bicycle, a tractor or a boat, get off immediately and go on to a safe place. Do not gather all together in one place. Take care to keep a distance of 15 feet between any two persons. Does not use plug-in electrical appliances. Do not use a mobile or telephone. Stand on dry wood, a plastic sheet, sack or a jute cloth or a dry leaf. Keeping your feet together, support yourself on the soles of your feet, placing your hands on your knees and crouch low. Swimmers or fishermen should immediately come out of the water. A Pugh's house is the safest place. Find out if there is a lightning conductor on any tall building near your house. If necessary, get a lightning conductor fitted on your house. Volcano. A volcano is a natural event or phenomenon. The interior of the earth is very hot. Movement of hot substances continuously occurs from the interior towards the surface of the earth. As a result, sometimes the solid, liquid and gaseous substance come out of the earth's crust in an eruption and start flowing. It is called a volcano. What are the effects of a volcano? The chemical substances such as lava, vapor, hot mud, sulfur, etc. get collected on the surface of the earth and thereby mountains and hills are created. The atmosphere gets populated due to the ash and gases ejected by the volcano. Often, it rains as a result of a volcanic eruption. Temperature rises due to hot gases. Forests and settlements get buried under the hot mud. Volcanoes erupt in the sea as they do on land. The same substances that come out during the eruption of the volcano on the land are ejected during the eruption of volcano in the sea. Some islands are created due to the eruption of the volcanoes in the sea. It is not possible to prevent the eruption of the volcano, to stop it after it erupts, or to control it. However, by means of science and technology, it is possible to predict an eruption and to take immediate steps for disaster management. Let's recall. As on land, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur at the bottom of the sea too. If an earthquake occurs at the bottom of ocean, the energy release pushes the water upwards. As a result to this, a peculiar type of waves is formed. These waves are not very high near the source, but they start spreading very fast to long distances. The velocity of these waves is 800 to 900 km per hour. When they reach a coastal area, their velocity is reduced, but their height is found to have increased tremendously, even to about 30 meters. Such a wave generated by an earthquake or volcano occurring on the ocean floor is called a tsunami. Tsunami is a Japanese word which means harbor wave. Destructive effects of tsunami. Buildings and other constructions are destroyed. There is large-scale loss of life and financial loss. Boats and ships near the coast get damaged. Trees get uprooted. Landslides take place on a large scale. Changes take place in the original land near the coast, giving rise to swamps. Traffic obstruction arise. The business industry related to the sea are adversely affected and normal day-to-day life is disrupted. Large-scale damage is caused to harbors. Try this. Regularly cut down trees or branches that are likely to fall and cause damage. If you are outside, take shelter in a safer place. If you are away from home, inform your close relatives and friends about your exit location. At home, short the valves of a gas regulators and turn off the electric supply. Make telephone calls to warn your relatives and friends about the probable danger. Tell them to go to a safer place. Give temporary shelter to people who are far away from their homes. National institutions. United Nations established a standing international organization, UNDP, in 1965. About 177 nations from all over the world are members of the UNDP. One of the main functions of this organization is to send equipment, financial aid, and also volunteers to the place of the disaster. In addition, international medical teams and groups of other experts are also sent.